Dear banker friends, everyone knows that passing CIB is very difficult and only one can pass who has command over the concepts and strong base of subject matter. Hence, in this video, we try to ease the difficulty of paper 1, Advanced Bank Management. Let's begin with chapter number 1. Module A, Economic Analysis, Chapter number 1, Fundamentals of Economics. Introduction. The origin of economics can be traced to Adam Smith's book, An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations, published in the year 1776. Adam Smith is the father of economics. At its birth, it was called political economy. Economics has been defined in four different ways: wealth, welfare, scarcity, and growth. Wealth definition. Adam Smith defined economics as a science of wealth, which meant production and consumption of wealth. Wealth definition. Marshall defined the wealth aspect of economics as attainment and use of material things. He defines economics in its normative aspect. Scarcity definition. Robbins emphasizes that economics is a study of human behavior where there is a relationship between ends and scarce means, and that the scarce means have alternative uses. He said economics is neutral between ends. Growth definition. Samuelson's definition of economics is most comprehensive, relevant, and accepted. The definition includes both the aspects of economics, that is, distribution of limited resources, and problem of economic development. Economics as a science. Economics is a science where various facts are systematically collected, classified, and analyzed. Economics is a social science whose subject matter is man, who cannot be controlled and predicted. Chemistry and biology are physical sciences where experiments can be conducted in a laboratory under controlled conditions. Economics is a science having both positive and normative sides. The role of an economist is not only to explain and explore but also to admire and condemn. This role of an economist is essential for healthy and rapid growth of an economy. Positive economics deals with what is, and normative economics deals with what ought to be. Positive economics deals with facts and normative economics deals with ethics. Economics as an art. Economics is an art as it has several branches which give practical direction to some economic problems of the society. Microeconomics. Microeconomics deals with behavior of individual decision-making units such as consumers, resource owners, etc. It is also called price theory. Macroeconomics. Macroeconomics deals with aggregates such as national income, aggregate consumption, etc. It is also called theory of income and employment. Both micro and macroeconomics are complementary and should be fully utilized for proper understanding of an economy. There are two methods of constructing an economic theory. First, deductive method. Second, Inductive method. Deductive method. In the deductive method, the process of reasoning goes from general assumptions to particular predictions. It was adopted by classical economists and is simple, universal, and accurate. The method is more suitable when facts and data are not available. In the inductive method, the process of reasoning goes from particular facts to general theory. It was popular among modern economists and is more precise, realistic, and scientific. The method is more suitable when facts and data are available. Deductive and inductive methods are not alternative of each other. Both the methods are needed for constructing an economic theory. The central problem. The causes of central problem. The central problem is the problem of choice or the problem of economizing. Three main causes of central problems are unlimited human wants, limited economic resources, alternative uses of resources. The central problems are what to produce and how much to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, economic growth. Production Possibility Curve or TPC. All points on production possibility curve solve the first two problems and points on a higher PPC solve the problem of economic growth. PPC cannot solve the problem of for whom to produce. PPC shows various alternative combinations of goods and services that an economy can produce when the resources are all fully and efficiently employed. The slope of PPC measures opportunity cost of the commodity in terms of alternative opportunity given up. Since the slope of PPC is rising, it is called law of increasing marginal opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is cost of alternative opportunity given up. There are three forms of economic organization: capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy. Capitalist economy. Capitalism is the system that advocates price mechanism to solve the basic economic problems of what, how, and for whom to produce. In a price mechanism, prices are determined by the market forces of demand and supply. The only aim is profit maximization, and the consumers are free to consume whatever they like. Socialist economy. Socialism is the system where government or public sector owns the factors of production, land, labor, capital, and enterprise, and the central planning authority decides what, how, and for whom to produce. The aim is to maximize welfare of the society, and the consumers can consume only those goods which are produced by the government. Mixed economy. As the name suggests, an economic system combining private and state enterprise. Laissez-faire economy. The belief that an economy functions best when there is no interference by government. Friends, if you have any query pertaining to subject, please write in comment section. I request you to like and share my video to banking fraternity who are really aspire to crack CIB exam. Also, Please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get notification of my new video. Thank you very much.